My name is Daniel Carter. I want to share a story about a night that changed my life forever. It was a night when the person I loved most chose to hurt me in front of our friends. I did not get angry. I did not shout. I simply stood there and watched her. That simple choice changed everything. We were at an anniversary party for some dear friends. The house was filled with the sounds of laughter, the clinking of glasses, and the wonderful smell of a good home-cooked meal. It felt like a warm and safe place. But then my wife Emma stood up and raised her glass for a toast. She smiled at the guests. Then she looked at me. Some people, she said, look absolutely perfect on the outside until you actually get to know who they really are. A few people laughed, thinking it was a joke. I kept my face calm, but inside I felt something break. I quietly asked her, "Emma, are you talking about me?" She just kept that smile on her face and told me not to make everything about myself. Then she turned around and walked away to talk to others. I stood there pretending it did not matter, but I noticed something. Emma was not acting nervous. She looked genuinely happy, like she had just won a special prize. Later that night, I left the party alone. Emma wanted to stay behind. 20 minutes later, my phone buzzed. It was an unknown number with a video. I almost deleted it. But then I watched it. The video showed Emma outside with a man named Ryan. Ryan was her co-worker, the man she told me I never had to worry about. I heard Emma say, "He still believes me." Ryan laughed. Then she added, "He thinks I'm the one who is losing." I stopped the video and sat in my car for a long time. The air felt heavy and cold. I whispered to myself, so that is what this was. The humiliation, the strange behavior, and the constant blaming. It was all part of a plan. She was not trying to fix our marriage. She was building a story where I was a problem, and she was the victim. For the next 10 days, I said nothing. It was the hardest thing I have ever done. Every part of me wanted to scream for answers. But I knew that anger makes people careless. I did not want anger. I wanted the facts. I checked the dates. She said she worked late. I looked at restaurant receipts for meals I never ate, notes on the calendar, and messages on our shared tablet. It was just small things that did not match up. But small lies always have a pattern. Eventually, I found something that made my hands go very cold. Emma and Ryan had been looking for an apartment together. I found an application with both their names on it. The move-in date was less than a month away. She had already decided to leave. She just wanted everyone to believe I was the one who pushed her away. That was the part that hurt most. It was that she wanted to rewrite my story before she finally left. 2 nights later, Emma came home smiling. She asked how my day was. "Normal," I said quietly. She walked toward the kitchen. I called her name and placed an envelope on the table. When she opened it, her smile disappeared. Inside were copies of the apartment papers, the receipts, the messages, and the video. She looked at me and asked how I got them. I stopped asking questions. Her eyes filled with panic. She said she could explain. I just shook my head and told her I knew. She asked what I knew. I told her I knew everything I needed. Emma started crying softly, telling me it was not supposed to end this way. I listened. Then I asked one question. "Were you ever going to tell me the truth?" She opened her mouth, but nothing came out. That silence told me more than any confession could. Then I showed her the video. She looked confused. "You already knew that night?" I nodded. I told her I wanted to see if she would be honest. I had a lawyer and a new place ready. I picked up my keys. "You left a long time ago." Losing someone is not a punishment. Sometimes seeing them clearly is a gift. I never told anyone the details of what happened that night.